Third hash right now going down in the back of GoRush's base. So he is just basically going kind of normal build here. And Leta going for some early mech. Let's see what he's going to... Yep, there's Leta loves his raids. I'm not surprised to see the 2 starboards going down. Usually when you see the factory, sometimes, well, maybe 6 months ago, before Fantasy started everyone going mech, before it was trendy to go mech as Terran against Zerg, I would have thought he was going for fast science vessels or something like that. But these days, early factory almost always means you're going to get a vulture, try and put some pressure on, and then go for some kind of mech. Sometimes you do get a vulture and then switch over into M&M, just the vulture for pressure, and try and scare him into going, oh, the vulture sneaks by! The vulture sneaks by! And oh, it's too bad the SCV was running away because he could have gone and repaired that vulture. That would have been pretty slick. But the vulture with 1 hit point can still do a crap ton of damage against a Zerg player. Look at this. Oh, what's going to hatch? Oh no, if something hatches right next to he could take that last hit, kill off that vulture. He's killed off a Zergling and a couple drones so far. GoRush doing a good job of kind of moving his drones around, keeping him from being able to focus fire down those drones, but he still is able to get a couple more drones. And oh, 2 more Zerglings go down. The Zerglings are basically useless. All they do is, the drones get close enough to take it. Oh, 1 hit on that vulture from the Zergling. It's got like 1 hit left on it. I can't read it from here. I think it has like 5 hit points left or something like that. I think 1 hit from any unit will kill that vulture. That vulture is in scary territory right now. It has to fear for its life, but it's okay. The raids are on the way. The Hydralisk Den is up, so hopefully he's producing, well, he's definitely producing some Hydralisks right now, since Zerglings are not going to do any good against that vulture. But he is losing a lot of drones. This is actually going horribly for GoRush. There's the Wraith. Looks like the Hydralisk came from the back and did manage to kill off that vulture. But the 2 Wraiths are now in play, and they're attacking the drones as well. Jeez, GoRush is losing a lot of drones. And this is basically the point of this kind of a build, is to just get a lot of drone kills early on. And he's killed, look like probably 4 or 5 with the vultures. Now he's killed another 4 or 5 with his raids. GoRush is only mining with a few drones. Like that, he just spawned a few more. Maybe a dozen drones total right now. That is not good. That is not good at all. Leta, though, does not seem to have gotten up an expansion at this point. He's just going... I mean, when you're going for 2 port raids, you're pumping out the raids. You usually don't have enough money for an expansion anyway, so that stands to reason. But anyway, Leta has very, very good raid control. I would not be surprised if we see him dancing around with these raids and just trying to take some pot shots at drones at the edge of the field of vision of that spore colony, maybe. Anyway... But yeah, so switching back into M&M now, and that's pretty normal, I think, after the 2 port raids. You can't stay raids forever. You kind of need to go back into M&M, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to go back into to mech, since usually you're not quite as invested in the mech tech, and, you know, unless you've gotten mines or something. I mean, by going for the 2 port raids, you're not spending your money on mines or anything like that. So you don't have really enough tech going on to really make the mech units initially worthwhile. So switching back into M&M makes a lot of sense, and that's exactly what he's doing. But he's going to have those raids to keep GoRush off balance as well. So I really think GoRush is in a bit of trouble here. He's gotten those spore colonies up, and it's always... Oh, Cloak is up! Cloak is up! So those raids are going to have to fall back to that spore colony. They are going to be able to... The raids are going to be... Whoa, it looks like they actually are going to be able to stay mostly out of the... Wow, look at that. That's what I was talking about. Look at that. Dancing in, taking those pot shots, popping drones, popping Hydralisks with a couple hits and staying outside of the Hydralisk range for the most part. Just doing a ton of damage here. And also part of the good thing about switching to M&M is, oh, is he going to get that drone? What's he doing? There's the drone. Now he's going to get the Overlord as well. Part of the good part about switching back to M&M is the fact that, you know, the Zerg has, like, mostly Hydras around. They have to have the Hydras around to deal with... Look at that. Oh, man, just barely staying outside of that spore colony for the most part. It looks like he drifts in a little bit careless. He must be back to his base macroing. Doesn't realize what was going on there. That's one of the fun things about air units in StarCraft is when you hold position them, they don't actually hold position oftentimes. Anyway, but yeah, what I was trying to say for like the last 5 minutes is that the Zerg's going to have Hydralisks, and Hydras by themselves are not terribly good against the M&M, so hopefully he's upgrading Lurkers so he can use that, and he'll stand a little bit of a chance against Leta's future M&M onslaught. But these raids are just doing so much damage, and he's had such a low econ from the beginning of the game that GoRush has not been able to build up enough forces to properly combat these raids. And with the micro that Leta is exhibiting, look at that, beautiful, beautiful. 3 Hydras down, and they probably got a total of 4 hits off maybe on those raids. Just dodging and taking a pot shot and then getting out of range immediately. And oh man, look at this. He's gonna start picking away at the sunken colony. Oh no, 3rd sunken for you. 2 drones go down as they're trying to put down another sunken colony. 2 more drones are gonna get sunken colonies down, but look at that. That Wraith has picked off an entire sunken colony, just softening up. Here come the Marines in here, going in to take out that one last sunken. 2 colonies on the way, but they are nowhere near morphed yet, and this is pretty much game. GoRush is going to have to run his drones away, but he doesn't have anything to defend here. The Spire comes in, and maybe he's just holding out hope that he can get out some Mutalisks and micro down those Marines and somehow barely manage to get back in this game. He hasn't had much of a scout of Leta's base, and so he's probably hoping beyond hope that Leta has not taken the opportunity to expand, and maybe the fact that he has the 2 bases, soon to be only 2 bases, would keep him in the game with the long term. But yeah, this is pretty much over. I think he does realize that. You can see kind of on his face. He was making the face like he was going like one of those. Very disappointed. There's the Mutalisks. As soon as those Mutalisks die, we're gonna see the game end. And it's only a matter of time. But that's gonna tie things up at 1-1. Tie the series up at 1-1 between these two folks. Between these two teams, rather. Leta with a win, and then previously Oversky with a win as well. And there goes GG. So, Height Sparkyz taking a game and tying it back up again. So, you know, I mean, Height, they're really one of the better teams somehow. And they're not to be messed with. So even though Ace is coming off of a recent win against Khan, I mean, and a nice little momentum win from Oversky there, they still have their work cut out for him. But I believe in you, Ace. We'll see. Anyway, yes, let's, yeah, heck, why not? Let's just move on to, I still got a couple hours left before the polls close. Let's move on to Game 3. Take care.